Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. This time we're taking a look at the 1999 Volkswagen new Beetle GT. What a weird car. Gran Turismo specials maybe don't get much weirder than the new Beetle GT. So I think what happened here is they saw the concept car for the new Beetle Cup car, which would eventually go on into GT3, 4, 5 and 6. Looked at that and went, do you know what would make that better? Four-wheel drive and a lot of power. I'm not saying they're wrong, but it's here. There's also new Beetle ice race cars as well, which this isn't, but I guess it could be inspired by it, sort of like the Tigra ice race car. And I could be wrong, but I think the new Beetle RSI concept car might have been sort of circling around this time as well. So they had quite a lot of inspiration for this, and they just made it into one crazy Gran Turismo original. Unfortunately, one that never came back. Although I do suppose this car sort of lives on in spirit in the newer Gran Turismos with the Group 3 Beetle, which is an insane car in and of itself. Yeah, I'm expecting this to be quite quick. It is goofy. I love goofy, and I hope it's as quick as I think it might be. Four-wheel drive, 456 horsepower, 960 kilos. That is a good amount of power. It's almost like a baby TTLM, if you will, which is a car we haven't run yet, and there's a reason for that. But anyways, this new Beetle GT is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. It looks like it has really tiny wheels from third person. Our current leader is the Mitsubishi GTO LM Edition 99. That's at a time of 27.017. We are not expecting the new Beetle to beat that. I am expecting this to go under 29 seconds. And I do think if this had like 600 horsepower, we could be fighting against the GTO, but it doesn't, so we unfortunately won't be. As cool as a full-blooded new Beetle LM Edition would have been. And I remember those new Beetle Cup cars from the next couple of installments, and I hated them. They did not drive very nicely. The Lupo was pretty cool, but yeah, unfortunately they weren't the best, so 28.903, that is quick, as one would expect from the new Beetle GT. Yeah, I don't think it's going to quite be reaching the peaks of something like some of the Evos we've had and the Tigra ice race car and all that. It hasn't quite got the power for that sort of stuff, but it's pretty rapid, as it turns out. 28.263. I could be entirely wrong, and this is just going to keep getting lower and lower lap times. Holy cow. I love this thing. It's ace. It does actually drive very well. I will give it credit for this. It's, yeah, I mean, a 900 kilo, 468 horsepower Beetle does sound like something that'd be very fun, but it does sound like an absolute recipe for disaster. And this isn't a recipe for disaster. It's actually not bad. It's, yeah, handles pretty well. A little bit of understeer, but I like a bit of understeer, to be honest. So, not too disenfranchised by that, I guess you could say. Just trying to get a drift through that second corner like I did on that lap. I don't think I can pull that off consistently, but here's hoping this final lap. I would love to get this. What are we looking at the moment? We're 263. It's not far off of the Mitsubishi GTO Twin Turbo. I'd love to beat the roofs with this. That would be something, but I don't know if I'm going to quite get over that quick. But we'll find out in this final lap, this do or die lap for the new Beetle GT. A little bit too much understeer on the way in, which isn't ideal. No, too much understeer. It's not far off though, it really isn't. It is a great little thing, this. I love it. I think this could be a little bit quicker, but not quite. But even still, I mean, even that lap, which was terrible, was like a 29.3. This thing is rapid. absolutely rapid. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, why do we have to get those horrible new Beetle Cup cars and the RSIs and stuff? All we really needed in life was the mighty new Beetle GT. Yeah, we're a little bit less understeer. That is definitely up there. It just looks so goofy. It really does. I love it. Oh, man. I don't think I've had that much fun in a car for a while. That's a good car to drive. Again, I'd love to beat roofs with it. I'd love to get somewhere like the Ford GT40 and the RS200 with it. But it's not quite on that level, but it's not far off. That is an exceptional car to drive. Huge amount of fun. Absolutely adore it. 28.263 will place it into 19th place. 19th quickest car is a Beetle. It's quicker than a Roof CTR2, quicker than the Audi S4, quicker than an RX-7 LM edition. It's quicker than a bunch of the LM editions, actually. The only LM editions quicker than this are the R390, the Mitsubishis, obviously, and the Vector M12. Which, yeah, I mean, I'm just having a look. I think... Yeah, this only has about 480 horsepower this has, which I think is right around what the RS200 has. So this might actually have less power than that. So this is the least powerful, quickest car we've had, which does tell you a lot for how awesome this thing is. You know what? In this series, I've recommended a couple of cars to you. I don't think I've recommended anything more than the new Beetle GT. It gets overlooked a lot, but seriously, give this a go. If you can put dirt tyres on this as well, your quid's in. It's only 500 grand as well. So it is a TTR LM edition. Slightly not as good as that, but for like half the price. So yeah, I'm in love with it. Fantastic. Never loved a new Beetle more. Anyways, that is it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I'll be driving something probably less ridiculous. Until then, farewell.